go. We've got mobs already spawning in there. How do you like that? Hello and welcome to another episode of Regrowth Reloaded. Get my correct point of view here. As you can see, we are down here in our storage room. I moved a couple other things down here. I moved down our compacting drawers. We attach them to the end. They also connect to our drawer controller, so they work fine. I added a couple more drawers here, put in some mob drops. I also hooked up the chicken farm to here. You can see I got this pipe coming out of the wall here. This goes down and underneath the chicken farm, and so whenever they lay an egg or drop a feather, it gets sucked up into the system. As you recall, that drawer that's over there on the chicken coop maxed out at 2,048 eggs. Well, in here we have 5,122 eggs as well as 9,695 feathers so far. Not that we're ever going to use that many eggs or feathers, but oh well, may as well capture them. So I moved over some other things. I moved all our wood down here. The saplings, did I move? Yes, saplings are over here. The blocks of wood are here. I moved in some of our other drops. These are stuff from our snow bells, our mandrake root, our belladonna, wolfsbane, and our water artichoke. I've got some small farms set up there just to fill these up a bit. I'll take those farms down once we start getting some more essence farms going, because there's only so much of this stuff that we need as well. Anyway, that's it down here. Oh, I did a little more work over in here. As you can see, I put in some our pure white daisies. I also put in the other three that we gotten as a reward on the quest. I've got grass in here. I brought our petal apothecary and our seeds in. I brought all the drawers that were downstairs, moved them all up here, so we've got all of our runes, which I still need to finish the last 7 of. We've got our experience drops and berries. We've got our living rock and living wood. We've got all our feathers. We've got our petals. We got the flowers, and we've got all the dyes for those flowers, as well as some of the other mana stuff: mana steel, mana powder, mana pearls, mana diamonds, mana black, etc., etc. This is going to be for the next episode. I'm trying to pull some things together for that. This episode, we're only going to be doing 2 things that I can think of right now. First thing I want to do is I'm going to make something again that is not a quest, and that is going to be a Mana Seer monocle. Mana Seer monocle, which is right here. So that is 1 piece of mana glass, 1 mana steel, and 3 gold nuggets, which I have in my inventory. So let's go ahead and do this and grab that. Now, if we put this in our baubles here, I believe I just put it in like that. And then we should be able to come up here. I think, or does it have to be charged? It might have to be charged. Mana Seer Moth. Shift for more info. Equipable in amulet slot. I don't think that's an amulet slot. Those should be like rings. Yeah. Press speed, open the baubles menu, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Anyways, that is supposed to allow me to see the mana. Let's try it upstairs. Let me run up here real quick. what I wanted it for was to try to see what our area of coverage is on our hopper hawks. So let's run over here. Look at a hopper hawk. Yes, see, it does light up, and this shows us how far the coverage extends on this hopper hawk. So it actually looks like it, you kind of turn this way, 1 or 2 blocks out in this direction. Is that okay? So yeah, I'm looking at that torch there, and it looks like it's outside. So there's 1 block. And the reason I'm wanting to check this is because we're going to be building a mob farm today, and I'm going to build it in this area here. And you can see I got my camera account up there in the sky. And I just don't want the hopper hawks to be picking up everything that comes from our mobs. I do want to filter those out and pipe those into the system, and there will be other junk in there that we're not going to be getting as much of. But there'll be, you know, the basics, the, you know, bones, the string, the rotten flesh, that kind of stuff we do want to collect. The other things we will have to set up in our inventory system for those when they start coming in there, and I'll add those to the filter as well. So let's get started. Let me take a look at the day. I'm going to come outside here. Let me just prepare myself just in case. Oh, our drum of the wild went off. Let's go ahead and dump this junk out of here. I do not need that. So we want over on this side, looks like we got a slime swimming over there in that water pool. So about in this area is where I'm going to want to build. And it's just going to be one of those standard, you know, gravity type ones where you got the 4 pads up below and the mobs walk into the water stream and fall down into the water below. Now I think I have everything that I need for this here. Now you see I've got a cardboard box, and the cardboard box is made from wood pulp. You just take some logs, you put them in the carpenter with some water, and it makes wood pulp. You take 4 pieces of wood pulp and it makes a cardboard box. And if you put it on a chest or a drawer or something, you can pick that drawer up. So our chest here has some hoppers, we've got cobblestone, we got trapdoors, we got a chest, some buckets of water, and some dirt for pillaring. So let me take a quick sleep, and I will be right back with you. Okay, let's get started here. So first thing I want to do is let's come in here, let's go ahead and grab the chest. I want to go ahead and grab my hoppers here. I don't need that right now, so let's go ahead and figure out, I think I'm going to want my drop area to be about here. I can put this down without stepping on these punji sticks. All right, and then I'm going to face these hoppers into here. This is how I want to do this. Let me think for a second here. Yeah, I think so. Can always fix this later if I need to. Like that. And then I'm going to grab some of this cobblestone and just go ahead and grab as much of this as possible. I'm also going to use our Simulsax Transstructor. And let's see, I think I want to do, let's take 24. All right. I'm going to put this here, and then I want to take my Simulsax Transstructor, and I want it to build up until I run out of those Is that as far as this will go? Three. I guess there's a limit as to how far this thing can actually build them up, which is fine. Let me go ahead and, so we got it up something like 21. All right, so let me go ahead and do the same thing here. Let's go ahead and do 24. 24. But I'm just going to kind of build it up this way. Do I want to do that? 8. That would probably kill me. Let me think about this for a moment. Let me go ahead and grab this dirt here as well. So essentially I want to build up and then build some platforms across. So let me go ahead and build these towers real quick, and I'll be right back with you. Okay, I've got the tower built up. I just basically had to pillar my way up with some dirt and build it on the way up. This is 24 blocks tall with the hoppers at the bottom. It makes it a fall of 23 blocks. So we should be good there. Next thing I want to do is we need to extend out each of these platforms here for a total of 8. So I need to do 7, well, 9, because there has to be a piece on the end. So let me go ahead and do this. So we got, there's 1, 2, and let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And then what we're going to do is it's going to have a wall like this. Go ahead and this is going to come up too. So I need to do this for the rest of this as well. So let me do that and I'll be right back with you. Okay, I've got the troughs up. I am way too high to worry about sleeping right now. We should be safe. Next thing as long as I don't anger that Enderman over there. Next thing that we need to do is we need to build out the platforms going along the side here. Now, these are just going to be built like this. We're just going to come in here and we're going to fill in the sides here until we get a square. cobblestone here. And just a couple more on this side. Okay, so that is that. Let me go ahead and light this up here. There we go. Should be good. Let me put another one here. All right, so let me go ahead and do the other 3 quadrants, and I will be right back with you. Okay, so the next thing I want to do, let me go ahead and grab these trapdoors real quick, and I want to put these in here. So let me do this real quick. Let me grab my dirt, and we're going to jump down here, and then I need a way to pillar myself back out. So I'm going to put these trapdoors here, open them up. Come down here as well. And I want one here and here. All right. And then I'm going to put trapdoors all along the side here as well. And the idea is an open trapdoor, monsters don't see it as being open. They see it as a block that they can walk over. So we're trying to put something in here so when we open these up, this looks like the monster can walk over it when we know they can't. So I'm going to go ahead and put these in here all around, and I should have enough. I'm going to leave a couple of them open or in this position so I can walk back and forth across here. So let me go ahead and do this real quick, and I'll be right back with you. Okay, I put them in. I forgot that I didn't need the trapdoors down there. Next thing I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and make myself a little area here that we can make a water supply in. And I got my 2 buckets of water here because we're going to need to have some water streams that's going to take things down for us. So let's go ahead and swap that out there. All right. So I'm going to make sure. Let me go ahead and dig that up. Go ahead and pour a bucket of water in here. And here. It should travel right to the end, and it does. Knock that out. There. My other bucket of water into here. 2 more and we're done. there. Okay, let me go ahead and refill these buckets, get this removed. Lovely car alarm going off. All right, so that's all pointing in the right direction. Next thing I need to do is we're going to build a wall 2 high, going all the way around the, well, 3 high. So 1, 2. Way around the outside. So let me do that real quick and I will be right back with you. Okay, so I got the walls up. The last thing I want to do on the inside of this is we're going to go ahead and put a ceiling on it, just like this, all the way across. So let me go ahead and do that and I will be right back with you. All right, I've got the roof in. Now, you might be wondering, why didn't I make it 3 tall? That way we could get Endermen. No, we can't, because what would happen is the Enderman would step in the water and teleport out of here. They're never going to get caught in our trap anyways. Not really any point in doing that. So, next thing we have to do in here is let's go ahead and take out our torches. And we got to be careful, because it's going to get dark in here very quickly. Let me actually knock that out so I can get out of here fast. Oops. Can I reach that one? And it should be completely dark in here now. Let's dig our way down. Fill in our hole, and our mob farm should be operational. Now, this is not going to be the most efficient mob farm. And oh yeah, let me do this real quick. I just need something that will get us a few goodies here and there. Because some things are really hard to get, such as the witch's hands and the creeper hearts and stuff like that. So I just want something that's going to attract a few mobs in it. We're going to be able to kill them, collect their drops, and have something that's usable. So next thing I want to do is I need to get back up on the roof there, and we're going to I need to cover the roof completely with slabs so that nothing spawns on top of it. I really shouldn't care, because if they walk off they're going to die, but I do want all the mobs to appear inside there, not on top of it. So let me go ahead and pillar my way back up to the roof there. I'm going to cover that with slabs, and then I want to finish up a couple of things down here. I kind of want to see if I can encircle this with some stairs. I might have to drop it down a little bit so that I can get in here, and let's hope and pray that our mob farm is going to be fully operational. So I'll be back with you in just a moment. All right, I got the roof all slabbed in. Let's go ahead and finish up the outside here. So what I'm thinking of doing is just kind of doing something like this. Come around here, knock out these corner pieces. Just makes it a little bit easier for us to get at the mobs on the inside, because we're going to be able to get some experience from these guys. I'm going to need to move those fungi sticks too. Let's go ahead and fill in the corners here. Like this. And then we should be able to take some stairs and go around the outside of this like this. And there we go. We've got mobs already spawning in there. How do you like that? So all we got to do now is come over here and just kind of give a nice good whack with our sword, gather the experience, pick up the goodies in here. So we got some gunpowder, some arrows, and some bones already. So this thing is up and running. So the next thing, I'm gonna come around here and let's just kind of well, I need to light this up too, because this is creating a giant umbrella of sorts. So let's go ahead and take a look here. Oh yeah, let's go ahead and put some lighting down here while we're at it, just to see if we can light this up and prevent a few of these other mobs from spawning out here. It's the last thing we need. There we go, like that. And then I am going to dig out a little bit like this. Actually, let me go ahead and move that one out of the way. Like this. And I think I'm going to fill that with half slabs, just so that we can kind of get in here and get to these guys a little bit easier. Like that. Let me go ahead and just move my torches back out to here. And eventually this is going to wind up. I'm going to move the wall back or out this way so that it will be within our base. But for the time being, it's going to be fine right where it's at. We have a source of mob drops now fairly easily. Again, it's not going to be the most efficient mob farm. I could make it a little more efficient by going out there and, you know, finding all the caves and stuff underneath and lighting them up. But that's not a necessity. Again, all I need are the few things that we're going to get from mobs, such as creeper hearts and witches' hands, and the things that are a little harder to obtain without going out and actively looking for mobs. So this will do the trick for us rather well. So that's it for this episode. Next episode, we'll get back into doing a few quests, get a few things going, and hopefully we'll see what kind of goodies we get out of our mob farm as well. So until next time, this is Desert Rat. Have a good one. Goodbye.